Good morning, beautiful humans. I was just doing a little bit of thinking about how very small we are in the context of the universe and wanted to pass along this message whenever you may be seeing this to live today, because we don't know when we're going to get another tomorrow, if we're going to get another tomorrow. And I saw a video today that a friend of mine posted, which was essentially a zoomed out version. How do I explain this? It was an extreme zoom out of Earth, all the way through space, all the way through to the outside of the galaxy, and as far out as you could possibly zoom, I suppose, right? And it made me think about perspective, just how we are indeed these teeny tiny little bits of stardust. And it's like, I want to encourage you and invite you to live while we're here on Earth, because before we know it, poof, we turn back into stardust. So have a beautiful day. Remember that you are worth it. You deserve to pursue your passions and dreams, and I will see you soon.
Make the most of your life. I very recently, I want to say it was today or yesterday, saw a video from, interestingly, a friend of mine. And what this video was is essentially, I'm not sure what it's called. There's probably a literal name for this, whatever. It was essentially a slow and steady zoom out from whatever point. Like, let's say you're looking at a photo of or let's say that you're looking at, via Google Maps or something, at some people standing on a street. And what it happens throughout the course of, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes over this video is that the camera just continues to zoom out, and it zooms out and it zooms out and it zooms out and zooms out. So first you see the scene, then you see like the state, then you see the country, then you see the whole, you get the point, and it zooms out now until, you reach and I don't know if this is an actual thing, the end of the universe. And what it made me think about immediately, and the reason I ran hypothetically here to make this video, was because it really got me thinking about just how small we are. And I don't want that to intimidate you. I want that to inspire you. Why? Because there's a very unique opportunity that we have in being alive. Understand that we are one of not many. Well, I have yet to meet an ET. I would love to have these supernatural experiences. To this date, I have not yet experienced anything like that. Still, I am of the mind and belief that there is definitely, absolutely 100% has to be life in other realms of this universe, because there is no way, I fully and firmly believe there is no way that we are here in this galaxy by ourselves. It's insane. Here's an example. And this hopefully will hit home for some of you. This is an example from my literal life, from my childhood, from when I was in about high school. When I was in high school, I got a microscope for a birthday one year. And at this time, I was really, really into science. As you guys know, I do love science. It's one of my passions. And the reason I bring this up here now is because what I did back then, I happened to live near a little pond, was I took an itty bitty little vial, we're talking maybe a thimble full of water I collected from this little pond by our home. And I brought it back to look at under this microscope. Now, when I tell you that a single, if you guys are familiar with a little eyedropper, they're not more than maybe 2-3 inches long, an eyedropper. If you're familiar with an eyedropper, I stuck this eyedropper into my pond water and put literally no more than one single drop of water onto the slide and put that under my microscope. And when I tell you that there is a magnificent amount of life in a single droplet of water, I am not exaggerating. And I invite you that if you have the opportunity to do such a thing, if you have a microscope or you have access to your school's science lab or something like that, I highly, 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 highly encourage you to take, seriously, a little tiny sample of water from literally anywhere you feel called to take some. A little tiny sample. You don't need a lot. Put it in a bottle, put it in a tube, test tube, something, I don't know, whatever you happen to have handy that has a screw-on lid so it won't spill anywhere. And take just a little sample of water, and then go and take that water from any source and put it under a microscope and look at the life that is under there. And that is why I wanted to make this video. Not to intimidate you to think, oh, how small we are, to encourage you to realize how small we are, and how, in a way, although it can be intimidating, that our fleeting experience makes it really valuable and means that we really ought to treasure every single second of every moment that we are consciously awake and aware of what we're doing here on planet Earth, because as I often say, it is a fun game we're here to play. I'm positive that we did not sign up from the ether to incarnate down here into a physically very dense body and form not to have fun. Yes, life absolutely comes with ups and downs, and it is not a consistent up or a consistent down. It does do the heart monitor thing, and that's just a part of life. It's part of the polarity that is every waking moment of consciousness of life on Earth. And maybe in a future video, if I can actually kind of wrap my head around it, I'll do a video on Schrodinger's cat, which is a concept I'm attempting to understand myself, and which I think is a really fascinating concept. I'm also painting something to do with that. And perhaps in a future video, I will also share some of the things I've been painting lately, because I know I've shared with you guys a lot lately that I have been really loving painting. So perhaps if I'm not too bashful about some of the less quality paintings, I will share those here. Either way, just bear in mind that I'm progressing. Y'all know I'm learning. I have no formal training, and I'm just watching tutorials and seeing how it goes, and loving the process of it. So again, cute little reminder to do something fun for yourself for at least 5 minutes of every single day. And if you can really want to push yourself, to take an extra 5 minutes to meditate or to connect to yourself for 5 minutes a day, to just be without roles or responsibilities or anything else. So if this video has been of any help to you, please do share it with anyone else that you might think it would benefit, and subscribe, because it does really help out a small content creator like myself to grow, to get the message out there. And last but not least, if you need any support, beautiful soul, reach out to me here if you wish to, confidentially, at this email address, and I would be happy to connect with you and see how I can help you. Have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day. Namaste and much love. Stay healthy and stay well. Bye. Crap, if you can really want to push yourself, and the reason I ran hypothetically here to make this video, I'm positive that we did not sign up from the ether to incarnate down here into a physically very dense body and form not to have fun.